Okay, good. So we officially jumping off. Hi everyone. My name is Krisha Sarah Boeing, the CEO of CSB Career Lifestyle, and my session is transforming your passion into profitable opportunities. So let's talk a little bit about me. As I said, my name is Krisha. I am a speaker, author of an Amazon best-selling book, Purpose Diaries. I'm a career and lifestylist, and I'll have to pause there because people always ask me, what is a lifestylist? A lifestylist is simply someone, just like you would style your hair, like you would style your clothes, you can style your life. And I realized this about 5 years ago when I was doing the Build a Box type of life. And what Build a Box is, it's simply that I was looking at other people's definition of success and I was trying to build my life according to what their definition looked like. So it's almost as if you're looking at a puzzle, just looking at the picture and trying to fit your life into those pieces. That was kind of what I was doing with my life until I realized 7 years into my career as an HR professional, I said, this is not what I thought success would feel like. I had dreamed of climbing the corporate ladder. I got all these degrees. And at this point, I asked myself this question: Krisha, who are you? Outside of my degrees, outside of my position, outside of my title, I had no idea who I was. And that question led me to where I am today. I now run a borderless global business. In case you haven't figured out, I am from the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago, and I now run a business where I get to impact entrepreneurs all across the world, sharing this message of purpose. I like to tell people that my business found me, and it was the Me Too movement before there was a Me Too movement. I grabbed my cell phone one day when I was so dissatisfied in my career, and I started talking to my iPhone 4S at that time. I remember it clearly because the quality was so pixelated. And I started going live every single day, sharing my story. It was my journey towards finding my purpose. I then coined it Purpose Diaries, and I started sharing my frustration with not knowing who I was, being this successful professional, and living an unfulfilled life. And what happened was there were people on the other side of that screen that started out saying, me too, me too. I feel this same way. And that's why I say I started the Me Too movement before there was a Me Too movement, because a lot of people started to identify with my story being a career professional who was very dissatisfied with life. This is when I coined the term a career and a lifestylist, because I realized just like you would, style your hair, your makeup, your clothes, I said, I could style my life. I can make a decision to choose. If I want more confidence, I could take that. If I want more self-esteem, I could do that. If I want to be motivated, I could do that. So I started to make a deliberate decision to style my life. This is where I want to talk for the case of passionate work. There's a lot of question about if passion and career align. Even though sometimes they don't always align, I think it's best that they do align, and it's great when they do. But there are times when you have to do what you have to do so you can do what you love to do. So sometimes the have to do and the love to do not cross paths, they don't mingle. And this is where I coined the term my life as a business, because this is where you now transition from just doing your career, now moving into passionate work, causing your career and your life's passion to align. So, I mean, how many of you guys would say it would be great if my career and my passion could align? It would be great if I could be passionate at work, because there sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. But I like to say, do what you have to do until you can do what you love to do. So I had some research done from SEMrush, and this was a research of people in the US actually searching how to make money online. You would see the states with the darker blue colors is where we had over 10,000 people searching online for how to make money online. And it's clearly Florida, Texas, California, New York. Then we have the other shades of blue and the lighter shades of blue. But you see, Florida, Elaine says that was her, right? This is people Googling how to make money online. So this only solidified my thought that people wanted their passion and their careers to align. Even if it was not about passion and career aligning, how many of you would agree that it would be great to make an extra stream of income in addition to your career or your profession that just gives you the ability to have freedom, a better quality of life, and to add additional income streams to your life and business, right? Everybody says yes, yes, yes. And now, thanks to the internet, almost any passion can be turned into a profitable side hustle. I like to call it a side business, not really a side hustle, but any passion can be turned into a profitable business once you sell the value of it. I call it the as seen on TV principle. Ever seen those as seen on TV ads where you never knew that you needed this particular product? Actually, it happened to me 2 weeks ago. I use my tablet a lot, and there was this ad on TV that they were showing you this pillow that you can put your tablet on and you can lay in the bed or you can do work and it supports your tablet. It's ergonomic, right? And now this was an as seen on TV ad. I had no idea that I needed this pillow. They actually created the demand. This is why I say the as seen on TV, they are brilliant because they have a way of marketing to create their own demand. This is why you can turn any passion into a profitable business when you start creating your own demand. I saw one time they advertised this coffee cup that goes in your car. And in the coffee cup, there was a cell phone holder. Now, nobody thought that they needed a coffee cup with a cell phone holder. But because of the marketing of as seen on TV, they now created a demand, right? You saw those, right? They now created a demand for their product. So this is what we do as entrepreneurs. We create our own demand. So if there is no demand for your product, you create your demand by sharing the value of that product. What the as seen on TV marketing team is able to do, they are able to show us deficiencies in how we use regular things that make us say, yeah, there is a better way to do this. By saying that there's a better way to do this, it now creates their demand for their own products. And this is why the internet is such an amazing place to launch a business and to actually sell your skills. Now, I know some of you are probably asking, Krisha, how do I actually do this? And I am going to tell you, don't worry, I got you guys. How attractive would it be if you knew an easy way to use your passion and convert it into an income stream? What I'm saying is you can do exactly what you do now on your job and you could convert it into an income stream that you could benefit from for yourself. You now take exactly what you do on your job, which you get paid your 9 to 5, and you agree on your employer paying you a specific amount of money. You can now increase your value and increase your income by doing the exact same thing and converting it to an online business. Let's be honest, guys. We can all use some extra cash in our lives, right? Any hands up? Can anybody use like some extra income? So this is what I'm going to teach you today in my presentation, how you can use exactly what you do in your business to now become in your career, to now become a business. This was another search that we did of people looking at how to start an online business. You would see that the numbers hang out around 12,000 to 15,000 per month. People Googling how to start an online business. Because let's face it, this space, even with COVID-19, has become extremely attractive because people now want to find ways to get additional income streams, or some people who are now unemployed want to now create income streams. So there's some important questions that you start asking yourself as you're listening to me right now. And those questions are, what products or services should I sell? Where should I sell them? How much should I charge? How do I market myself if I don't have a business? How do I determine if my business is going to make money? These are some of the questions that you may be asking yourself. So this is how I start breaking down how to get the passion and the profit out of what you do in your career for your business. I call it the pillars for your passion, profit, business. So you start with mission, vision, purpose. I love to watch sports, and there's a term in sports called the MVP, most valuable player. You are the most valuable player of your life. So mission, vision, purpose is you taking the most valuable elements of your life and now becoming the CEO of your life and your business. You now turn your life into a business. A business is any entity that exists in the exchange of input and output to buy low and sell high. So you now have a culmination of life experiences, knowledge, abilities, skills, and your career that has now become your input. This is now what you're going to translate as your business and now turn it into an output by creating products, programs, and services that you can now sell in exchange for increasing that income. What you're now doing is packaging experiential knowledge, because people no longer want to go to college for 4 years to then exit with a degree that is already outdated. By the time you leave college with your degree, everything is now outdated. So people want to learn faster, quicker, and they want to learn from experience versus learning from education. Now, I'm not knocking education because, listen, I've done the bachelor's thing, I've done the master's thing, I've done the corporate thing, and then I realized I felt unfulfilled because I needed to first determine what was the mission of my life. So first you write, what is my mission? Then you determine, what is my vision? Where am I going? And then your purpose is your why. So your mission is your what, your vision is your where, and your purpose is your why. So what exactly am I here to do? What do I want to do with my life? That's my mission. My vision, where am I going with this vision? What do I see? What do I project? What is the future? That's my vision. Then my purpose is, why do I want to do it? Do I want to travel? Do I want to help my family? Do I want to build an empire? Do I want to free people in poverty? Why do I want to do this? Because this is going to unlock the passion in you to continue to do it. The next thing you want to do is to look at your life, your career, and your skills. So you look at your life in the terms of all of the experiences that you've had in your life that you can now teach someone how to get a solution quicker, faster. People buy results, you create solutions. So when you see any problem, you look at the problem and you look at your life and you think, how can my life now solve this problem? When your life solves the problem, you create a solution. That solution now becomes a thing that you sell in exchange for money, and this solution now gives your clients the result, because all your client wants to do is get to the result quicker, faster. You now use all of your skills. So what are some of the things that you do naturally? Do you teach naturally? Do you speak? Do you write? Are you good with your hands? Do you paint? Are you great with technology? What are you really great at? So you now look at, okay, my life. Then you look at your skills. You look at your career. As an HR professional, I was very proficient in developing systems, frameworks, doing performance management, assessments, managing staff, etc. So I took that career, translated it into now helping people with their businesses. So what I now do is create performance assessments, evaluations, frameworks, just like the one I'm teaching you right now, for businesses using my career, which was HR. My life is that I'm passionate about people using their skills, unlocking their purpose, and then meshing it with their career. So I now take that element of passion in helping people to start businesses, mesh it with my career as an HR professional, add my skill as a communicator, my skill as an author, my skill as someone who can foster community, which came out of my HR profession, where I now had to cause employees to buy into the company's objectives. So I've now used my life, my career, and my skills, my mission, my vision, and my purpose to become the most valuable player in my life, and to take everything that I would have done in my career and convert it into a business. Now let's talk about validating your idea. Are you guys still tracking with me? I know I'm giving you a lot, but I want to make sure that you are still following with me. Validating your idea. So now that I have this idea and I know what to do, I know how to use my life, I know how to use my career, and I know how to use my skill. How do I know that people are going to buy into this? I like to say, if someone is making money in the industry, there is money in the industry to be made. So once there is money being made, then there is a place for me. No one person can serve 7+ billion people on the earth. So it means once I package my personality, my MVP, and my business, I can now test it. How do I test it? I test it in various ways. I do research. One of the places I like to do research is on Amazon. So I go into Amazon and I type in something related to my industry. When I type in whatever is related to my industry, I look for three things. I look for sponsored ads. I look for books that are being bought relating to my topic. And I also look at the reviews of people. This tells me that there is a demand in the industry for a particular topic. So when I see something is being sponsored, it means that it is worth putting money into to invest because people are now looking for this topic. So I validate my idea. Then I also look at the book quantities. What are people buying? What was the last time somebody bought? What type of reviews are they putting? What information are they looking for? And can I now match my skill set to this information search to validate my idea? Because if somebody is searching for it, it means that there is a demand and somebody wants it. And that is how I validate my idea to see, okay, will somebody buy into this particular thing? The next thing that I do is because I run 100% global borderless business. I'm in Trinidad and I can make money from all over the world. I have clients in Australia, in Jamaica, in the US, in Canada. I could sit and use my laptop and my phone, and I can now create a demand for my product. I use my personality and I tell my story. That's the foundation of my Me Too movement. When I shared my story, there were people who connected to my story, which validated my idea that there were people who wanted to learn how to take their career and turn it into a profitable business. Let's keep rolling. So we talked a lot about the statistics. I won't go through this slide again. Let's move on to now, how do we develop this business? So I told you a lot about what you use. Now, what do you sell? Your process becomes your program. So think about exactly what you do in your career. Let's say you are an accountant. What are the steps that you do when you're about to audit a book? You write down all of these steps and you translate these steps into your life. This now becomes your process, and your process now becomes your program. So you can now teach other accounting professionals how to simplify bookkeeping, simplifying bookkeeping for businesses, simplifying bookkeeping for female entrepreneurs, simplifying bookkeeping for people in technology, simplifying bookkeeping for HR professionals. You can now create your own part using your process and designing your very own program that gives you a maximum of 8 streams of income. So the first thing that you do is that your process becomes your program. And you now write down the 7 to 8 steps of what you would do in your job to complete a specific task, and you convert that into your very own program that you can teach someone who is in that industry now looking for that information. So you create your very own industry road, you create your very own product that is unique to you, and you now share your message and your story with that product. It becomes your first business. Now, how do we get 8 streams of income from this? Now, I have a freebie for you guys. I think Rob has it in the chat that you could download that shows you how you get 8 streams of income, beginning with your signature program, which is your process. Your process becomes your program. So whatever you do on your job, you look at your life, and remember, you mix it with your mission, your vision, and your purpose. You now take those exact steps and you create a signature program. My signature program is called Purpose Revenue Mapping, where I teach entrepreneurs how to get 8 streams of income by creating products, programs, and services, online courses from their life as a business. They now translate this into 8 streams of income. The first income stream is your signature course. Each level of your signature course now becomes an individual speaking topics. So if your signature course has 8 steps, you now have 8 speaking topics that you are an expert of. That is level number 2 of your income. Level number 3 of your income is documenting your process. So you may have books, manuals, downloadables, digital products. This now becomes your process in a written form that becomes an income stream. You can now coach on your process. So you can have group coaching and individual coaching on the full system or any individual part of your system. That now becomes your fourth stream of income. Then you can create merchandising around your products because you don't want fans, you want ambassadors. You want people that believe in your brand and they want to tell the story because they feel a connection. The merchandising arm of your business, which is t-shirts, which is mugs, which is caps, now becomes an additional income stream, and it sells your business and your business idea. I think that was income stream number 5. Then number 6, you can host your own events. You can pull apart pieces of your signature system and you can host retreats, mastermind, online workshops, virtual summits, pulling out pieces of your signature program. I think that becomes number 7. So you now look at taking the process, which became your program, taking your program and pulling out each element of your program and converting them into primary and secondary products. Primary products support the program. So let's say you're working 8 ways to make income and you've created a book, 8 ways to make income. That now becomes a primary connector to your business. A secondary product supports the primary. So you created this manual of 8 streams of income that supports your process. Your secondary product might be pens, might be journals, might be cell phone cases, might be mugs, because it is not connected to the program, but it supports the program. So you get 2 product streams and you get a program stream, and you also get digital products, online courses, and you just created your 8 stream income. I think I have about 8 more minutes, so I don't know if anyone has any questions. Rob, you can give me the questions now. And that is how you get 8 streams of income, taking your life and your career, your skills, your knowledge, your skills, and your abilities, converting them into a business that now gives you 8 streams of income.
Yep. Question pop up in the chat for you as people figure out what to say. So
Okay, great. And
I've actually got one. I've got
okay,
one for you that I could just say. So my question is, what would be the best process for the people who want to become entrepreneurs to start? Just to start out, like what should they go through? What realizations? What type of education should they give themselves to understand to start? Because I've gone through it, you've gone through it, but you have a really good way of putting the words together to kind of outline it. It's awesome. So please.
okay, great. So what you want to do is to look at the area of your greatest strength. When you look at the area of your greatest strength, it will be easiest for you to use that strength to now develop your first course or your first signature process. So let's say you're great at technology and you can simplify maybe how to do logos. You want to look at that area of strength and then break it down into, I say, a maximum of 8 steps. You would realize I like the number 7 and the number 8. So you're looking at 8 steps to simplify logo making. Let's say that is your skill and that is something that you're great at. It is your greatest strength. There is someone in the graphic industry that now wants to learn a simple way to create graphics. So you now pour your knowledge, those 8 steps, into a result. You create the solution. Somebody has a problem. The problem is, I don't know how to create graphics visibly appealing really quickly. The solution is, when you take my 8-step process, you will now be able to create graphics for your customers in under 1 hour. So I'm selling a process that allows you to create graphics in under 1 hour, but it has my solution, which is my 8 steps of how to do it. Never sell the how to do it. Sell the result of what is done. The what is done is creating the graphics faster, because people want results faster, quicker. They want experiential knowledge. So while I can go to graphic design school and I could learn this, I can take Rob's course that teaches me how to do this in 5 weeks. I could binge watch his content like a Netflix movie, and I could learn how to do it in 1 hour. That is what I want, and I will now pay Rob his price or his value of the years of experience to actually get this result, which is the solution. So to anyone saying where to start with your strength. What am I the greatest at? Break it down into 7 to 8 steps. Think about what is the solution that you would sell. Do some research, use Amazon, use Google, use YouTube. See what people are looking up in the industry. Go look at trends, look at social media, see the type of questions that are being asked. And then when you realize people want to learn how to create an online course is in 1 hour, which is something that I have available for you guys today in my booth, learning how to create an online course in 1 hour. Because I've done the research and I know that people now want to share their knowledge and their experience online. So I take what I know in terms of HR, I've packaged it into a course creation solution that now empowers people who buy my product to create their very own online course in 1 hour. They want the results. I created the solution. The problem was COVID-19 hit. I have a business. What do? I want to create an extra stream of income. So I'm solving a problem with my solution, and my result is create an online course in 1 hour. Good. So I see that answered you guys' questions. So of course, I will be in my virtual booth. If you want to do this entire system with me, I have what is coined, of course, my signature system, Purpose Revenue Mapping, where I teach you how to extract 8 streams of income from your message. First, we identify what your message is. Then we talk about the method of delivery, because now that you have this course, how do you actually deliver this course? Then we talk about the money map. How do I get anywhere from $27 to maybe $2,027 from this system on 8 different levels? And make sure you guys get the freebie that I have attached for you guys. It is in your download area. Make sure you download that. And if you're saying, you know what, I need to create my 8-stream business, please come check out the booth. You get 50% off of my one-on-one just for being a part of the Emerge Virtual Summit. And then you also get that freebie I spoke about with creating your online course in 1 hour that I now have on a flash sale specifically for the Emerge attendees. I am so glad that you guys enjoyed this. I guess I was a really good teacher because we don't have that many questions. And I want to thank Rob, Jake, and the team for having me in your session today.
Yeah, pleasure to have you as well. Thank you so much. That was awesome. So much appreciated. Great to have you. And so I guess we'll end this a little bit early, and then that means we'll have time to set up the next one a little bit more for that. So that is perfect. Thank you so much again for coming. And Krisha, really fantastic presentation skills. Love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining. Do come check out the booth and connect with me on the app. I will be on to connect with some of you guys.
Alrighty, sounds good. All right, see y'all.